Hello and welcome back, Commanders and Commanderettes. Chesty Puller here with another War Commander video. This one is on the Premonition main event, and this one is the Tactical Strike Bases. Well, they're called Tactical Strike Bases. We're going to do a Tactical Strike. We're going to do it with 0 damage, and it's not going to take that long. Now, you can continue to do the method that most of the people in my clan are doing, and that is go back to their base and repair their units. And I can't do it. I just can't do it. I don't want to do it. It's already such a grind that I just don't want to go back to my base. Sorry. If you'll watch my videos, I don't do that. I do 0 damage, and I do it in a tactical way so that, um, you know, I like to do it in one attack, and I like to do it, fairly quick. But for me, you know, going back to my base is grueling, and I don't want to do it. It's a game. It's not supposed to be a job. It's supposed to be fun. For me, this is a lot more fun. Now, I brought my Sepulcher in to catch any infantry that do shoot, because the infantry cannot do any damage to the Sepulcher. So he's kind of just blocking for me. I'm going straight for these 2 tanks. That's what I'm starting out with. The 2 tanks. I can't remember what they're called. Destroyers or something like that. And they're not capable of destroying much. I probably will do this video over because I just noticed that there's this black stuff showing up for me while I'm recording my voice. I don't know if you're seeing that, but it's a little bit distracting. Here's the good news. This base is, let me just call this, as a matter of fact, I'm going to put the title, 0 damage the chill way. You're not trying to run around. You're not frantic. It's actually quite easy. I'm done with the Sepulcher there, so I retreat him. The reason I have the Sepulcher separate is because on this attack and on base 2, sometimes I do like to bring in the Malachi, and I can't do that if the Sepulcher is in the platoon. And we really don't need the Sepulcher anymore. We're going to be doing this with mostly Dr. Ake. Now, in this entire platoon here, there's only 2 units that shoot ground: Dr. Ake and Mars. Mariana is set with the tech that shoots air. Therefore, my 3 Moonskaters will shoot air. You do not have to change the workshop on your Moonskaters at all. You just simply change the tech for Mariana so that she shoots air, and then all of your Moonskaters will shoot air. So Mariana and the Moonskaters are shooting only air, because there's a lot of helicopters. There is a lot of helicopters. And the helicopters are the primary menace here. So you just have to pay attention, move very slowly. You notice I'm moving attack move, and you see the little red crosshatches there. And notice I went for the tank, and then all the infantry started coming. Don't worry, Mars will kill them, and then as Mars does kill them, he draws more tanks in, he draws more infantry in, he draws more helicopters in. So this is why I call it chill. You're just sitting there, and they're basically coming to you. When you do move, you move just a fraction of an inch. You don't move very far. because one of the main reasons you don't move very far is the dark storm is too slow, very slow. So if you move very fast, you'll be out of the dark storm aura. So that's why I just move tiny increments forward. And the reason I went to the left here is because there is a turret over there that I want to get to with my Malachi on the right front, and I have to wait because there's an anti-air turret there that'll mess my Malachi up. So, and I really can't get to that turret with my ground unless I want to take damage, and I don't want to take any damage. So I don't want to do instant repair even. I don't want to take any damage. I just want to get through this base. And I have to say, for me, this is fun. I don't mind the grind, and this is much faster for me because I'm doing this base after base after base after base without going back to my going back to my base. I don't want to go back to my base. There's an event on. I'm not trying to be in my base. I'm trying to be on the map. I'm trying to not have any repair, and I want to do one after the next after the next. Now, for me, it feels like I have been defeated if I have to go back to my base. Even though it says victory, to me, it feels like a defeat. So this actually feels like a win. This feels like, to me, oh, it's a little bit more challenging. It shows, skill. And I don't think it's, for me, I don't know. This is way easier for me. I'm sure some people might think that this is too much work or too much time. But I can assure you, for me, this is much faster because there's nothing stopping me. When I take damage and I have to go back and take out, whatever, a gazillion missionaries and individually repair them, that was mind-numbingly boring. And I would go back to my base, I'd sit there for a second, and I'd say, you know what? I'm going to go work on my car. I'm going to go do something. I'm going to go swimming. I'm going to go do something. I am not going to repair this. I'm not going to take it out and repair it. I'm just not going to do it. So it stopped me from playing the event. We've got a couple of days left, and I said, well, I'm either going to quit the game because they've made it so much of a grind. I don't remember, ever having to do 79 or 80 run-throughs. I never remember that. It was always because I would always do the breakdown. It was always like 25 or 35, something like that. Okay, and that's a lot. But 80 bases or 78 bases or whatever this is right here, it's a lot. I need, also, I've never had to receive this much, just to get the average things, 68 million XP. That's what I need. 68 million. Because they went crazy on the upgrades, right? Remember, upgrades, you were always fully upgraded, and then they decided, yeah, let's really slow people down. Let's make upgrades, ludicrously expensive. Let's call them 1,000,000 points now. 1,000,000 XP to do a single 24-hour upgrade. Insane. What a grind. And you have to do bombards. You have to do pioneers. You have to do these new units. And for me, there was one other unit I had to do. I can't remember what it's called at the moment, but so that's 40 million there, and then you had to get the upgrade tokens. That was 8 million, and then there was the tech, and then there is just oh, the units, the tech and the unit. The units is another 3.25 million if you're going to get all of the new units, and then anyway, insanity, you know. I think it's 78 run-throughs. Anyway, back to the base. So I am using the same exact platoon, the same exact setup, very, very slowly, moving Mars, Mariana, and 3 Moonskaters forward. And Mars is the only one shooting ground, and his blue cloud there is devastating to them. Remember, I don't know what you call that blue cloud, but it's electric cloud, I think it's called, and it's random. It only happens every now and then. But his projectile is enough to take everybody out. Now, I do use Dr. Ake as well, and I bring him in alongside here so that he's nearby in case I want to use him. The primary goal here, though, is to get rid of all the helicopters first. And there's a couple of these turrets here. You have to be very careful because you see that green turret. You have to stay away from that. You can't get shot. You can't get your drones shot by that. So you have to make very certain that you're not going to come into range of that turret. And I've been doing this for a while, and I've been testing it, to see how far I can get in. You're in a little bit of danger here if you're not careful, because you're right at the range of that thing. And I just want to take out that one last turret there. I'm going to come back here and just kind of sit there for a minute. I will finish the base with the Malachi. And now we will begin moving our Mars forward with Mariana and the 3 Moonskaters. The green, or that turret right there, is a floater, so Mars will be able to take him out. You just got to slowly move. You don't want to go too close because there's another turret there that can get you. So just slowly and tactically move forward. Once the green turret is dead, and you see we've killed most of the back of the base. Most of the back of the base is dead. And there we go. We got the green turret, and now we can come in with the Malachi and take out this one remaining turret that is a problem for our ground. And this is very tactical, this is very tactical, and this I enjoy. Some people might find this too much or something, but for me, this is actually now going to be fun for the rest of the event. We got the event going on for another couple of days, and when you go to shoot your infantry, don't worry, they can't reach your Dr. Ake. You have to turn around as soon as they start to move, though. And as soon as they start to move, you'll notice that you've shot already. Your Dr. Ake does move and shoot, so you're going to shoot them for sure when they come into your range. Even if you're turned around and moving backwards, you're still going to shoot them. We're almost done with this base, believe it or not. The Malachi is going to finish it for us. There is one more anti-air turret there that we have to get behind that red turret. And I start to move forward here, and I realize that there's that AoE fire on the ground, so I come back. And I would have been okay because the AoE fire disappeared, but I thought I was going to run. I thought it was going to disappear, and then as I got closer to it, I realized it was still there, so I turned around. But that thing that I shot right there, make sure you shoot the red turret and not the white one. The white one will do damage to you. But you want to take the white one out with the thorium cloud. And now we're done. Now we just bring in Malachi, and this base is done. Now that's Tactical Strike 1 and 2, 0 damage, 1 unit, 1 attack. And like I said, you do not need your defensive bonuses up or your defensive boosts up. I don't think you need your attack boosts up. And I don't think you even need its electric op or slow-mo or anything like that. In this case, I think slow-mo would be more effective. I was using its electric, but its electric ran out already, so I don't have its electric on now. You know, I can put it back on, but you see, I still have my 4 boosts up there. But honestly, I don't think you need them with this option here, because I mean, maybe the attack bonuses are okay, but definitely if you're taking 0 damage, you do not need the defensive bonuses on there, and those are the ones that cost thorium. You just don't need it. I'll show you the platoon here one more time. I did put its electric on, but I do feel like slow-mo is probably better. Slow-mo is cheaper also. Its electric is 10,000 metals, whereas slow-mo is only 3,000. These days, the metals really don't matter at all. But you got the Darkstorm, you got the 3 Moonskaters, you got Mariana, you got Dr. Ake, you got the Sepulchre, and you got Mars. And that is the platoon. And of course, we're using Malachi. Well, I hope it was helpful. Have a good one. See you next time.